So, today is day 2 of me recording my journey until I'm successful, right? I'm not going to explain the meaning of the title again, part 1 if y'all want to. But I'm cracking up off topic, but I'm sitting here before I'm getting started. I was setting up and shit. I feel like I'm in a school. But we're back here with the same book, The Power of Your Subconscious Mind by Dr. Joseph Murphy. Today we're going to be diving right into chapter 2. We're going to dive right into it today. So, chapter 2 is called How Your Mind Works. Right? So, I'm just going to give y'all a brief overview of what the chapter talked about for the most part. It was basically just your subconscious versus your conscious mind. So, one big thing that it talked about was, although they're different, the subconscious and conscious minds aren't different. They're all in one mind. They're just working together. It's like, he describes it as the fear of activity in one mind. You feel me? So you got those two minds. It's just the activity going on within it. So then we got your subconscious mind, which is used for your logic, your reasoning, your thinking, which is like decision making. So for example, you might go ahead and that's the way that you choose your partner, or the way that you want to buy a house, or you feel me, you make the decision to wake up today. Like sometimes you might subconsciously just wake up. Oh shit, I said that wrong. Your conscious mind, your conscious mind is the one that's used for reasoning. I'm sorry, I worded that wrong. But yeah, sometimes you might subconsciously just wake up, like just jump up because you got to get out of bed. But that's the thing that says, oh no, I'm going to take another minute to rest. That's your subconscious and shit. But your conscious mind, on the other hand, is your higher self. That's your natural state of breathing. Your breathing, your heart beating naturally. Like, you feel me? Sometimes you consciously think about breathing too, but subconsciously you're always breathing. Or even like playing basketball, you got that flow state, or he's in the zone. Like when you're not thinking and you just playing, just being the natural way that you want to play without overthinking your shots, not overthinking the moves you're going to do, and everything just seemed to be going right. You feel me? I like sports, so I like to relate shit to sports. So yeah, that's just a little bit about what he talked about. There's a lot about the difference between the two. We're going to dive into it a little bit more with the rest of this stuff. So one of the first quotes I want to talk about is, one second. Okay. So he says, remember, subconscious mind does not engage in proving whether your thoughts are good or bad, true or false. It responds accordingly to the nature of your thoughts or suggestions. For example, if you consciously assume that something is true, even if it may be false, your subconscious mind will accept it as true and proceed to bring about results that must necessarily follow because you consciously assumed it to be true. Right? So think about what that means for y'all in a second. Shit, stop fucking being windy. And then bugs be crawling on my book and shit. Like, I ain't gonna kill him. Nigga, get off my hand, though. Tried to spare your bitch ass, and then he had to die. Y'all saw me try to spare his bitch ass. I literally said I wasn't gonna kill him, but he wouldn't get off, so I had to do what I had to do. Right? My fault. But what that means to me is our subconscious mind. Oh shit. Fuck. Let's put the Stanley on the paper. There you go. All right. But our subconscious minds don't think. You feel me? There's no reasoning. There's no, this doesn't make sense to our subconscious mind. Our subconscious mind is just who we are naturally. You feel me? That's how we act every day. Those are those conditions that we talked about yesterday. So it's not the cause, it's the effect. Is what comes out of us. It's just who we are naturally, or who we presume ourselves to be. So our subconscious mind don't think. They just see us as who we are. But since your conscious mind does all the thinking, that's how we get to decide who we are, how we behave in this world. So since your subconscious mind does all the thinking, you have the choice to decide how you want to consciously act, if that makes sense, or how you want to naturally be. You know? So if your natural state of being is, some people who are just naturally negative people. Some people are just naturally mean. Some people are just naturally happy and vibrant. It's because they tell themselves, oh, today's going to be a great day. Or some people, even though they might be struggling personally in real life, they tell themselves, I have to put on this front or this persona because I want to make other people happy because I'm not really happy inside. Or maybe they grew up in a household where there was a lot of fighting and arguing, and that was their way of joy, was bringing peace to people. So their natural state of being is being that vibrant, happy person. Vice versa, you got other people who are negative Nancy's and always find something to complain about because subconsciously they're always complaining. But you have the ability to change those thoughts. And that's one of the biggest things I've learned, like, these past couple months practicing this stuff is, and it's crazy, bro, I'm going to keep saying this, be open and be willing to new possibilities. Like, if you shut off, you can never grow. You can never expand. You can never learn new things. Even the most successful people are open to hear from other people and open to hear from for new possibilities and new ways of thinking. And you might not be ready at first, but, like, you feel me, take some time to reflect and grow. Grow, but take some time to reflect and be open. Like, that was one of the biggest things for me, was starting to be open. And, okay, Shan, even going in, even if I don't think this might work, I'm still going to be open to hear about it. Like, just be open with everything, because if you're shut off, you can't get nowhere, right? All right, so yeah, that's what he talked about with that one. And we're going to dive right into the next one. Ooh, I like this one. So, on page 30, y'all probably don't have the book, but cop the book. It's pretty good. He talks about different reactions to the same suggestion. Right? So people having the same reaction. People having different reactions, but given the same thing. Okay? So I'm going to give y'all a personal example that I've been using myself. I made this up. He gave examples, but my example is better, so we're using mine. Shout out to me. Right? But I always thought about some people who are, like, scared of spiders. You feel me? That's how I knew the subconscious mind was real. Like, you got people who are scared of spiders. They could be 6'5", 6'8", 5'2", whatever. But if you can't, they might not even see a spider. Or even if they do, they instantly jump in fear. Like, oh shit, a spider. They might run out the fucking room. Like, some niggas might dick it, like, all the way down the block. You might not even see them niggas. They might be too gone far out of reach. There's boats and shit that be rotting past the, I'm on the beach right now, literally. Y'all can't see behind me. I be catching vibes, bro. But yeah, it's like you'll have some people who are scared of spiders, for example, and without even thinking, they just hear spiders and they don't think, like, how should I react? Subconsciously, they're scared of spiders because that's what they've been telling themselves their whole life. Oh, I'm afraid of spiders. So naturally, they just jump, they run in fear, whatever. Versus other people, me, for example, my whole life, like, ever since a kid, my mom was the one that was afraid of bugs or rodents or whatever. So it was my job to step on them niggas. Them niggas had to get killed, and I was ready to do it, right? So I've never been scared of that. So subconsciously, for me, bugs are just little things that I'm the one that they should be afraid of. In my head, they should be scared of me because I will literally kill them niggas. You feel me? Like, does that make sense? I will literally kill you. Like, a spider will literally get crushed in my hands like these. Like, that nigga will be done in 2.5 seconds. I don't understand how. This is about to turn into a rant about niggas being scared of spiders, but how? Like, I can't understand it because subconsciously in my head, it doesn't make sense, because consciously I've been telling myself my whole life, we're going to get into that later, actually. I'm going to hold off on that. I'm going to tie back into this later, but let's continue, right? So, yeah. So that's what he talks about. Different suggestions, different reactions for the same suggestion. So there's a bunch of other examples I'm sure you could think of, like, for example, two kids in a household where one kid is told, oh, no, you won't be nothing when you grow up. And one kid takes that literally in his head and is like, fuck, like, now I'm not nothing 30 years later because my parents told me I'm not nothing. Versus the other kid who used that to empower him and is now the CEO of a company. And his reasoning for being the CEO of that company is because, oh yeah, my parents told me I wasn't going to be nothing when I grew up. So I had something to prove, you feel me? And like I said, and I'm going to keep saying, you have the ability to make that choice on how you want to think. But it's also about diving into your past and understanding where you came from and why you think this way so that you can reverse it, and not judging yourself, bro. That's something that I had to learn to do too and be big on, and it's going to take time. And you feel me? Life ain't that deep. That's the best way to think about it. Like, it's not that deep, bro. It's really not that deep. the waves is busting right now, but it's not that deep, bro. Like, stop judging yourself. Every day ain't gonna be perfect. Come back the next day better if you do have a bad day. Or try your best every day. That's all you can do is try your best. Don't over try yourself. You feel me? Work smarter, not harder. Come up with plans and shit. But just try your best, bro. Like, you can make those different choices. You can change. All right. So next, let's get into the next one. Next quote that kind of stuck out to me. Oh. My fault. I was saying ooh because this next quote really hit. I know that was nasty. Shut the fuck up. But this next quote really hit hard. Right? So it says, remember, your subconscious mind does not understand a joke. It takes you at your word. Right? And I just, it was nothing more than that. I just had, like, when I saw that, I said, yo, real shit. Your subconscious mind does not understand a joke, right? And I wrote down an example here, but I already know what I'm going to say, so I don't even got to look at this, because this is something that I've been saying to people, or like me and my cousin, we literally had this conversation, right? So my example for this, your subconscious mind does not understand a joke. It takes you at your word, right? So you got some people who joke negatively, right? Or it might even start off as a joke, or joke talking about people all the time. You always joking, talking about somebody. You always joking, complaining. You always joking, judging people. But eventually, bro, and I can only talk about this because I've experienced it. Like, I've been around people, you feel me, they always joking, talking about somebody. I want to get in on the jokes. And I literally noticed myself like, oh shit, wait, this is becoming a real thing. Like, I had to check myself, like, no, I can't be doing this. This is becoming a real thing, like talking about people and judging people or whatever. You might do it jokingly, but I'm sure y'all know. You might not want to admit it, but you know deep within, it becomes real, bro. Like, all of that shit, it becomes who you are, because subconsciously you don't understand that this is a joke. Your subconscious doesn't understand, oh, I'm just joking, I'm bad right now, and this the bed. I'm just joking, all this negativity. I'm just joking with all of this judgment and shit like that. Because you're feeding those conscious thoughts into your subconscious, it becomes who you are eventually. But it doesn't have to stay who you are. That's the thing about it. You don't have to stay that way. You can change. You feel me? You just got to be conscious of it and notice where it came from. Okay, I was joking too much. Like, I was joking too much about judging other people. I was joking too much about being negative in situations, or just talking down on stuff. And you feel me? Reverse it. Do the opposite. Okay. When you see people talking about other people, don't engage, walk away, or, you feel me, only say positive things about people. Be the one that says positive things. You feel me? Stand out. So, next, we're going to tie this is what I said we're going to tie it back into when I talk about later, which you'll see. So, next one is auto-suggestion, right? So, auto-suggestion banishes fear. So, auto-suggestion is described in here as auto-suggestion means suggesting something definite and specific to oneself. Like any tool, wrongfully used, it can harm, but used properly, it can be extremely helpful. Right? So auto-suggestion is just the thoughts that we tell ourselves. But like I said, you have the choice to think differently. Right? So he gives a bunch of examples in here of auto-suggestion and basically how people, use auto-suggestion. But I'm going to give y'all personal examples of my life. Because like I said, I've literally been practicing this stuff for months now. And I'm excited and happy to bring y'all along this journey. And y'all going to practice it with me if you want to be better. You feel me? And there's other ways to be better too. If you're not a reader, I hope I'm inspiring people to read, because, bro, I talked about this yesterday. I haven't read a book in fucking my whole life. Damn near. Maybe I read The Cat in the Hat when I was younger, but I'm 22 years old now. And this year alone, 2024, was my first time ever finishing a book. And I finished my 5th book 2 days ago. It's possible, bro. It's possible to change. You just got to want to. But, you feel me? I always, like, kind of wanted to read, but it was never just a thing to me. It was never like, let me go read. Let me go. You know what it really was? Fuck am I spending my money on a book for? That's really what it was. But once I finished that book and I started reading books, I'm like, yo, this shit is powerful. Like, I'm literally feeling myself change. Like, it literally gives you a different way of thinking, bro. So I suggest it, but there's other things, podcasts, or other people have different things that work for them. So whatever works for you. Or listen to me, you feel me? Listen to me, break shit down for you. All right, so, like, fuck, I be talking too much and getting sidetracked, bro. Why do I even be talking? Oh, yeah, we was talking about auto-suggestion, right? So I'm going to give you an example. Like I said, I've been practicing this stuff in my real life. So I wouldn't say I'm shy or stage fright or anything like that. But I had a occurrence probably about a few weeks ago, belch, where I did karaoke. Right? Now, it's in front of a whole bar, a bunch of people in there. Can I sing in the shower? Yes. Can I rap? We know I can rap. But, you feel me? In front of a crowd, that was never really my thing. Like, I don't really care to do that because I like to do it for myself. I like to have fun with it. But I went in that karaoke bar and I literally told myself, yo, I've been practicing all of this stuff. I've been reading all of this shit. Like, I'm going to do this just to put it to use. Just to, like, you feel me? Just to put that change of mindset into use. You feel me? From going from a person who would be, oh, no, I'm not going to do that. Like, I'm too cool. I'm too thorough to do something like that. You feel me? I ain't stepping up on that stage. To when I tell you I went up on that stage, yo, I was fucking snapping. No bullshit. And it's because when I went up there, like, even though I was nervous, I was in my head, like, I was literally talking to myself, like, I'm about to go up there and I'm about to fucking kill it. Like, I'm about to go up there and snap right now. Like, I don't care what happened. Like, I'm about to just go up there and have fun. I'm not going to think. I'm just going to try to be present, and I'm just going to fucking snap. And, bro, and I'll tell you, I had the crowd turned up with me. I'm over there, like, I'm really I'm singing Drake, like, I'm the performer. I'm holding the mic, and, you feel me? I got the mic with a nigga in the crowd. He came up. I'm letting him sing into the mic. I'm bopping. I'm dancing, you feel me? I'm background. I'm just doing. But, bro, it's possible, bro. Like, giving yourself different suggestions and thinking about in different ways. And when you notice yourself thinking negatively, quickly reverse it. Think, because it's still going to happen. Inevitably, like, we all still gonna have negative thoughts. We all still gonna think bad about things and ourselves. But it's important to notice that you're doing it and try to combat it with positive thoughts as soon as possible. All right, so, okay. Next, we're gonna talk about heterosuggestion, right? Which is, you see it kind of has a different root word, but suggestion still is the prefix. So, heterosuggestion means suggestion from another person, right? And heterosuggestions can be used to empower other people, or you can use to put people down, or, you feel me, make people feel like shit. So it depends on what type of person you are or what type of person you want to be, right? So there are certain heterosuggestions that were implanted in us growing up. But once you go within and notice that those were given to you by others, you have the choice to change them, right? So the quote that he says is, the first step is to make yourself aware of the heterosuggestions that are operating on you. Unexamined, they can create behavior patterns that cause failure in your personal and social life. So that's what I wanted to tie back into what I talked about later, which was heterosuggestions, right? So like he said, these are suggestions given to you by other people. So you might be told things your whole life. Like, for example, we talked about, let's tie back into that spider shit, right? So in my head, I was the one that always had to kill the spiders, and that suggestion was given to me. Or not the spiders, just bugs in general in my house growing up. Like, if it was anything, my mom was running. She would literally, like, my mom is the most dramatic person in the world. She'll cry, she'll scream, she'll jump. Like, you would think somebody just got shot in the crib, like, if a fucking mouse was on the stove when I was a young boy. And I'm not dirty as shit, you feel me? But there was a mouse on the stove a couple of times, and my mom would fucking freak out. Like, when I tell you, she would go fucking bananas, like, and you would, like, if you sleep, you waking up thinking the house is on fire or something is going wrong. So, to me, I had to be the calm one. I had to be the one who couldn't pay. No, I wasn't stepping on no mice. Was I bitching about mice? Sometimes. A mice caught me lacking a couple times. Yes, a mice has caught me lacking, because they catch you off guard. But, you feel me, when it comes to bugs, them niggas getting stepped on. You feel me? And that's because of the heterosuggestion. And there's other examples, like being told by a teacher when you were young that you're going to be a superstar, or feeding positivity into you, or vice versa, being fed negativity into you. And as he says, the first step is making yourself aware of the heterosuggestion that are operating on you. Unexamined, they can create behavior patterns that cause failure in your personal and social life. So the first step is to notice where they come from. You feel me? Because once you notice where they come from, you can notice, wait, this isn't me. This is what my parents made me think growing up. Or this is what my teacher made me, or my friends made me, or my grandmother, or whatever. And you don't have to see it as, this is just who I am. You just see it as a thought. You feel me? And that's the biggest thing for me, is when I can just see things as thoughts and you can change them. You feel me? And it takes practice, but give it time, bro. Give yourself time. And don't be so judgmental or hard on yourself if everything isn't going right away at first, or if you have a bad day in your process. I ain't perfect. I ain't no guru. I'm just growing myself, and I'm bringing y'all along the journey of me trying to grow. You feel me? I want more. Can't blame me for that. And if you don't fucking with it, fuck you, right? So next, I thought that was mean. That was mean. I'm sorry. All right, so let's get into the next one. It is always, page 40, it talks about the subconscious, and it says something. It says, the subconscious is always working for you. It is controlling your heartbeat and breathing this minute. When you cut your finger, it sets in motion the complex process of healing. Its most fundamental tendency is life word. It is forever seeking to take care of you and preserve you. So I'm going to sit on that for a second and let y'all think about that one. I'm going to let y'all sit there and think. Then I'm going to come back now, right? So think about that. Your subconscious mind, I only did that because I love what it says at the end. It is forever seeking to take care of you and preserve you, right? Your subconscious only wants the best for you. Like, you never hear somebody in a, let me think of an example. Let's talk about basketball again. You never hear nobody say, damn, I was in this flow state where I couldn't think. I wasn't overthinking nothing, and I just kept missing over all my shots. You hear people say, oh, no, I just kept overthinking. I was playing bad, and shit just kept getting worse. And you feel, oh, I just cooked up with that. When I just thought about that on the spot, I'd be cooking up. But it makes sense, right? Like, you would never hear nobody say, damn, I was in my zone, but then I was in my zone, and I just couldn't think, and I just kept missing everything. You feel me? They say, damn, like, I kept overthinking my shot, or I kept overthinking it. That's people. That's people. I just came to a realization with y'all live. I just came to a realization live. People always say shit like that, like, I was overthinking it. You feel me? And that's where the conscious mind comes in. So, sip water. Delicious. But that's where that comes in, that conscious part of thinking. You feel me? That's the difference. But your subconscious only wants the best for you. For example, is meditation. You feel me? When you breathe naturally, that's your subconscious. Sorry, but I wrote down the example. I'm not going to act like this one is off the top, because this one I did think about while I was reflecting after I finished reading. But this one is a good one, right? So think about how peaceful your natural breathing is. It's so peaceful you don't even know what's happening. You feel me? You going throughout your day, you're breathing all the time. You never think, how am I breathing? You just naturally breathe all day, every day, while you sleep, while you work out, while you cook, while you in the shower. You always breathing. You feel me? And it's so peaceful. Or even meditation, like when you're in that when you're in a deep state of meditation, that breathing is so peaceful. You feel me? Versus when you breathe and that's breathing with your subconscious mind. But what I thought about was we also breathe with our conscious mind sometimes, right? So breathing with our subconscious, peaceful. Breathing with our conscious mind is examples like when you have a panic attack, or when you're talking to a girl, when your heart is racing, and now you're thinking about your breathing, and you're like, fuck, I'm breathing so fast, my heart is beating so fast, like, oh shit, and you can't control it, and then it's just getting worse, it's 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 getting worse, you feel me? Or when you're frightened in a room, and your breathing sounds so loud, bro. That's another thing that I thought about. You never hear your breathing. I never hear, like, when I'm just chilling in my natural day, I'm never chilling thinking about, like, I can never hear that shit. But when you trying not to, like, be loud breathing, and you consciously thinking about it, bro, when, like, say, for example, you playing hide and seek and a nigga's near you, bro, you hear that breathing loud as shit. Like, I swear I be thinking, like, how can't this nigga hear me breathing right now, bro? I'm breathing loud as fuck. Bro, I be breathing loud as shit in my head because I'm consciously breathing. You feel me? That's that conscious mind taking over my breathing because I'm out of that. You feel me? I'm in my head now. I'm overthinking it. I'm thinking too much. And that's the difference. You feel me? So that's the difference between the subconscious and your conscious mind. The subconscious only wants the best for you. But don't take that as your conscious mind is a piece of shit either, because we need that. You feel me? We yin and yang, they always talk about the balance in life, good and evil, good and bad. Not even saying that your conscious mind is bad, but we need that too. You feel me? But it's just important that you know that you can be in control of your conscious mind and it's not controlling you. Because like I said, that's the thing that helps us make decisions, helps us do math, or helps us reason, or get married and think about, okay, do me and this partner have the same core values? Because we need to think sometimes. Like, you can't be in a life... sometimes in a life death situation, your subconscious can take over. You can just naturally do. But yeah, y'all see what I'm saying? Like, we need that we need that conscious mind as well. So don't take this as, damn, I just need to only focus on my fucking subconscious mind. No, you can't, because they're both a part of us naturally. But yeah. All right, so to wrap it up, let's talk about some of the highlights he gave. Just some quotes that he ended the chapter off. I always think that's important, because if he thinks it's important and I'm reading his book to finish off the chapter, they're just some summary points, right? So one of the things he says is, think good and good follows. Think evil and evil follows. You are what you think all day long. Okay? Next is belch. Your subconscious mind does not argue with you. It accepts what your conscious mind decrees. If you say, I can't afford it, your subconscious works to make sure it's true. Select a better thought. Decree, I'll buy it. I accepted it in my mind. Next, you have the power to choose. Choose health and happiness. You can choose to be friendly. You can choose to be unfriendly. Choose to be cooperative, joyous, friendly, lovable, and the whole world will respond. This is the best way to develop a wonderful personality. Okay? And the next one is, it's a lot of quotes. I'm just going, it's hitting for somebody, so I'm going to keep reading. Your conscious mind is the watchman at the gate. Its chief function is to protect your subconscious mind from false impressions. Choose to believe that something good can happen and is happening now. Your greatest power is your capacity to choose. Choose happiness and abundance. Next, the suggestion and statements of others have no power to hurt you. No power to hurt you. I'm adding that. No power to hurt you. The only power is the movement of your own thought. You can choose to reject the thoughts or statements of others and affirm the good. You have the power to choose how you will react. Okay? Watch what you say. You have to account for every idle word. Never say, I will fail, I will lose my job, I can't pay the rent. Your subconscious can't take a joke. It brings all these things to pass. Your mind is not evil. No force of nature is evil. It depends how you use the powers of nature. Use your mind to bless, heal, and inspire all people everywhere. I don't know if I completely agree with that. But no, I guess some forces of nature are evil. Mosquitoes biting me for no reason, but hey, I mean, I guess. You feel me? I'm open. Y'all see me? I'm being open. I don't agree with everything, but one thing is, I'm sorry, I'm always getting sidetracked. But one thing is reading. You don't even have to agree with everything, but you'll notice you can learn one thing from something, or you can learn 10 things from something. But it's always you have the opportunity to learn. So reading, just going with that mindset. I can learn something. Feel me? And next is never say I can't. Overcome that fear by substituting the following. I can do all things through the power of my own subconscious mind. Okay, next. Begin to think from the standpoint of the eternal truths and principles of life, and do not let the standpoint of fear, ignorance, and superstition Do not let others do your thinking for you. Choose your own thoughts and make your own decisions. Next, you are the captain of your soul or your subconscious mind and the master of your fate. Remember, you have the capacity to choose life, choose love, choose health, choose happiness. I like that one. Okay. Next, whatever your conscious mind assumes and believes to be true, your subconscious mind will accept and bring to pass. Believe in good fortune, divine guidance, right action, and all the blessings of life. And that's it. End of chapter 2. Shout out to y'all. All right, so we're going to wrap this up. Thank you for watching. You feel me? This video is probably already long as fuck, and I feel like I've already been yapping, and I probably got off everything I said. So subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Make sure you like the video. Share with a friend, you feel me? And I'm going to keep bringing this up because I do want to set up a community soon. But I'm going to bring up details about once I figure out, like, how to do that, like, with a group chat where we can talk about, like, eating better, because you feel me, eating is a part of your mood and how you react and how you carry out your day. Exercising, books to read, podcasts to watch, or just anything y'all can teach me, and just being around people who want to grow and better themselves, you feel me? So I'm gonna work on that. And like the video, subscribe, shout out to you, dap me up. Day 3 dropping tomorrow. We'll be back at it every single day. You feel me? Every day is a journey. I don't know what the journey has to hold. I'm just doing it. And yeah, let me stop talking. Catch you on the next one.